Today I am going to help you step back and look at your parenting style so that you can become more deliberate about creating a positive climate in which to raise your child. There are two critical dimensions of parenting which result in four family climates. One criteria is demanding, that is setting expectations either high in demand or low. Second criteria is responsiveness, that is paying attention to the needs and feelings of the children. Again, it's either high or low. Let's discuss the four family climate that persist due to variation in their criteria. First one, authoritative climate. When the expectation from the children is high and low attention is paid to their feelings and needs, it leads to authoritative climate. Children raised by authoritarian parents tend to grow up as fearful, overly submissive, low-esteemed adults. The other response is to retaliate against parents as they get older and bigger, sometimes becoming unmanageable when children strike back using their power against their parents. These children feel unloved and rejected. This climate includes a great deal of structure and rule. The parents are in charge and children know what is expected of them. There are consequences or punishment if the children violate their parents' expectations. Generally, authoritarian parents lack sensitivity to what their child thinks and feels about them. They are insecure about their children's ability to perform or make good choices, so they either over-control by putting many rules in place or ride herd over them to make sure they are doing what they are supposed to do. In short, these parents overmanage their children. The kids wait until they are prompted to take any action on their own. In long run, they tend to become compliant and obedient, good child, or rebellious and defiant, that is a bad child. Unless they outright rebel, children from these families like to please and are usually well behaved. However, they are more likely to have poor social skills and suffer from depression, anxiety, or low esteem. Our next climate is nurturing climate. When the expectation from children is high, as well as attention towards their needs and feeling is also more, it leads to nurturing climate. Children of nurturing model grow up feeling loved, respected, have high self-esteem, and love to be cooperative and respectful with others. This is a recipe for adult success. This culture includes both structure and responsiveness. These parents trust their own authority and use it to create a positive environment. Rather than over-controlling their children, they set age-appropriate limits but also allow their children to assume responsibility by making decisions and solving problems. Family structure comes from principle and family values rather than an attempt to control the child. Rather than getting into power struggle, these parents allow consequences, natural and imposed, to operate and shape their children's behavior. The parents also feel and communicate a lot of love and respect. They spend time with their kids, joining them in their world when young and taking time to talk and listen to them as they grow old. They make positive assumptions about their children's motives and capabilities, allowing them to respond in a soft way. Even during moments of disagreement, these children generally grow up feeling good about themselves. They show self-responsibility and are most likely to thrive in school and life. Third type of climate is permissive climate. When expectation from children is low and attention towards their needs and feeling is more, then it results in permissive climate. Children of permissive parents often grow up selfish, uncooperative and demanding in all their relationships. They too feel unloved because there is no love in parents who are victims also. Parents feel no love, but feel tons of resentment. When these children grow up, they become violent to their spouses and children. Permissive families are lax. Although warm and responsive, these parents do not impose many expectations, structures, or routine on their children. The children experience greater freedom and independence, such as getting their own meals, playing in the mud, or staying out late. Some parents are permissive because they dislike imposing control. They believe in individuality and allowing their children say. Many are permissive because they are unsure of their own authority. They have trouble setting boundaries or limits. Either way, these parents want their children to be happy and so avoid conflict and indulge them materially or emotionally. Consequently, the children have a lot of power and control. They tend to become demanding and learn to get what they want through tears, tantrums, weaning, accusations. The parents give in to keep the peace, which only reinforces the children for acting in self-centered and demanding ways. These children may grow up to be independent, but not as good at emotional or self-regulation. They often have learned to do hard things and so lack the discipline to stick with difficult tasks. In general, they are less likely to work hard and achieve in school or life. Fourth type of climate is uninvolved climate, when expectation from children is low and low attention is paid to their feelings and needs. This leads to uninvolved climate. Chances of uninvolved climate is less among parents who care enough to study parenting. Uninvolved parenting results in teens showing pattern of behavior similar as adolescents raised in permissive homes, and they may also demonstrate impulsive behavior due to issue with self-regulation. They have low self-esteem and less competent than their peers. Guided independence definitely advocates for nurturing climate where parents are proactive. They provide structural routines, set limits, yet provide freedom of choice. Do lot of communication to take hints for choices your child makes and not enforce your own idea of development on them. Maintain respect and trust for each other. They make their child hold responsibility for their actions. The purpose of this video has been to introduce you to folk family climate to help you find a good balance between demand and responsiveness. So now, take a moment. How would you categorize the home in which you grow up? What about the climate in your family today? In my next video, I will tell you about what is learning process, the way in which an individuals learn about anything, how we can use this to change unwanted habits and behaviors. In case you have missed our other videos on parenting goals, multiple intelligence, career selection, personality types and more, then you can check the link given below in the description. As usual, you can connect with me for queries and consultations at the number given below. Stay connected, do subscribe to our channel as we would be discussing various child and youth developmental, scientific, psychological theories. Also, we will see their practical applications. Do like, share and comment. Also, let more and more people be aware about the practical applications of various psychological theories. Thank you.